diving into something huge. Over the past few days, the AFX community has been buzzing with leaks, speculation, and a ton of questions about the upcoming AFX 3.0 rollout. You've probably seen the posts and screenshots floating around, people claiming to know the launch date, talking about new features, even supposed internal documents. Well, I've done the digging, spoken with a few people close to the ecosystem, and I'm going to walk you through everything we actually know so far, what's still uncertain, and what it really means for the token sitting right now at $0.1247. First, let's get one thing straight. AFX isn't standing still. The 3.0 upgrade isn't just another minor patch. This is a full ecosystem evolution designed to merge artificial intelligence-driven trading tools, DeFi integration, and long-term scalability into one connected platform. It's basically the company saying, we're not just surviving the bear market, we're building through it. And that's exactly the kind of development cycle serious investors pay attention to. Now let's talk timeline. Multiple internal notes and developer breadcrumbs suggest the AFX 3.0 framework has been in private testing since late Q3 2024. That means the version we're about to see is the result of almost a full year of behind-the-scenes refinement. Sources tell me the rollout is structured in 3 key stages. Stage 1 is backend migration, moving current smart contract architecture into a new hybrid network optimized for faster AI model execution. Stage 2 is public CX synchronization, connecting the staking and reward modules directly with the upcoming exchange listings so yield data stays transparent. And Stage 3, the part that everyone's been whispering about, is the full ecosystem launch with new AI dashboards and automated trading signals. So why the secrecy? From what I've gathered, the team wants to prevent premature hype cycles before the code is audited. Remember what happened during the early staking beta? Liquidity flooded in before the safety checks were complete, and the devs had to pause rewards for 2 weeks. They clearly don't want a repeat of that, especially now that retail and institutional eyes are on them. The message from the inside is simple: underpromise, overdeliver. That's a good sign. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The leaks also mention a marketing synchronization event right before the CX partnership goes live. That means the listings we've all been waiting for might not just be single exchange drops. It could be a coordinated multi-exchange debut. If that happens, you're looking at one of the most aggressive expansion moves the project has ever pulled off. When new users see multiple trusted exchanges picking up a token simultaneously, confidence skyrockets, and so does volume. Speaking of volume, look at the recent on-chain data. Even while the price dipped into the 12 cents range, unique wallet activity actually climbed. That's not what you see in a dying project. That's accumulation. Whales and early believers are quietly building positions while the retail crowd waits for official news. Every major run starts exactly like this. Silence, skepticism, then sudden movement when announcements drop. And if 3.0 truly delivers the features hinted at, new staking pools, real-time AI signals, and integrated NFT analytics, it could completely reshape the ecosystem's utility value. But hold on, we're just getting started. Because beyond the leaks and speculation, there's a much deeper story here. AFX 3.0 isn't just about tech. It's about restoring confidence after months of uncertainty. The website downtime, the countdown timer, the mixed messages, they've shaken people. Yet, the dev team seems to be using that low period as a reset point. They're rebuilding infrastructure from the ground up with compliance, scalability, and new cross-chain compatibility in mind. Think of it as wiping the slate clean and rewriting the system in a way that can actually handle what's coming next. Now, let's talk about what's actually inside this next major release, because the AFX 3.0 leak isn't just about timing, it's about transformation. The upcoming update reportedly brings together all the key moving parts of the AFX ecosystem that, up until now, have worked in isolation: staking, AI-driven trading automation, cross-chain wallet integration, and the new data analytics layer. If everything goes to plan, this will be the first time all these components operate under one unified structure. The biggest feature upgrade appears to be the AI trading optimization engine, which insiders describe as self-learning market intelligence. It's designed to analyze real-time blockchain metrics, social sentiment, and exchange order book depth, using a predictive algorithm that constantly adapts to market volatility. If that sounds complicated, think of it this way. AFX wants to give users institutional-grade AI tools that used to be locked behind hedge fund walls. And if they pull that off, it could be a game-changer for retail investors. Then there's staking, everyone's favorite part of the AFX experience. According to leaked snippets, staking is expected to return shortly after the CX listing, this time with dynamic tiers instead of fixed returns. That means higher yields for long-term holders and a structure that rewards consistency rather than short-term speculation. It's also said that AFX 3.0 will introduce auto-compounding, so your staking rewards can automatically reinvest without manual claiming. If true, this will make AFX staking smoother, more transparent, and far more rewarding. Let's also touch on interoperability. Developers are reportedly integrating bridges with Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, and Polygon. This means the AFX ecosystem will no longer rely on a single chain model, making it easier for external dApps, wallets, and exchanges to plug into AFX smart contracts. That kind of cross-chain flexibility is exactly what gives a token real-world longevity. Once a project goes multi-chain, it's no longer a niche, it's part of the DeFi backbone. Now, about the rollout. Insiders suggest that Phase 1 of AFX 3.0 is almost complete. The backend tests are reportedly finished, with audits underway by an external security firm. Phase 2 will involve synchronized activation of staking dashboards and liquidity migration to verified pools. Finally, Phase 3 will unveil the full front-end suite, user interfaces, trading bots, and the integrated AI assistant. If we align that with the leak's suggested timeline, we're looking at an estimated public release window between late Q4 2025 and early Q1 2026. But remember, none of this happens in isolation. The CX listings play a crucial role in how 3.0 performs after launch. Liquidity needs to flow through verified exchange channels, not just DeFi pools. Once that CX infrastructure is active, we could see instant market synchronization, meaning token volume across exchanges and DEXs will align, reducing price gaps and manipulation risks. It's something that's been missing since AFX's early days. And what about the price? At $0.1247, AFX is currently undervalued based on its fundamentals. Let's put that in perspective. During the ecosystem's early stages, before any real products or staking, the price moved higher purely on speculation. Now we have an ecosystem, confirmed partnerships, and a roadmap into 2026. Once those features hit the public domain, investor sentiment could easily swing from uncertainty to FOMO. I know some of you are wondering, why doesn't the team just release everything right now? Why the waiting, the countdowns, the quiet phases? From what I've seen, AFX is trying to do what most crypto projects fail to do, deliver stability before exposure. That means no premature listings, no half-finished tools. They want to ensure every aspect of 3.0, from AI trading to staking, actually works the moment users log in. And here's something that stood out from the internal notes. The developers have been experimenting with a feature called Sentient Mode, which reportedly allows the AI trading model to monitor real-time sentiment from social media and adjust algorithmic risk levels automatically. Imagine that. You're trading AI literally reacting to what's trending online. That's innovation you don't see often in mid-cap crypto ecosystems. So, while the rest of the market is focused on short-term pumps and dumps, AFX seems to be playing the long game. They're building the foundation first. The flashy marketing comes later. And as we move deeper into this timeline, it's becoming increasingly clear that this 3.0 rollout could redefine what this ecosystem means for investors, holders, and the broader DeFi space. Now let's get into what really sets AFX apart from other AI trading ecosystems, because this is where people often underestimate what's being built. Most AI-based crypto projects rely on off-the-shelf data models. They basically rent machine learning algorithms that analyze public metrics and wrap them in a fancy interface. AFX, on the other hand, is developing its own proprietary intelligence system, a neural learning framework that trains on live blockchain data, not just historical market feeds. That means every trade, every token swap, and every price reaction helps the AI become smarter over time. The more users interact with the system, the more accurate the predictions become. It's like a living, breathing financial organism, evolving with every block mined. Another core upgrade under 3.0 is something insiders are calling the Unified Liquidity Layer. This module is designed to connect AFX's decentralized liquidity pools with its upcoming centralized exchange partners. The goal is to make price discovery seamless between DeFi and CX markets, an issue that has plagued AFX for months. Once liquidity can move frictionlessly between these environments, it will help stabilize the price and make the token more resistant to volatility spikes. That's the kind of system upgrade you only see from serious blockchain architects. And let's talk governance, something that hasn't been given enough attention. There's word that AFX 3.0 will also introduce community voting through smart contracts. Instead of decisions being made behind closed doors, token holders will be able to vote on ecosystem proposals directly from their dashboards. Whether it's approving new staking pools, adjusting fees, or deciding on future partnerships, users will have a real say in the direction of AFX. It's a step toward decentralization that will build trust after the challenges earlier in the year. But let's not pretend everything's perfect. The last few months have tested the patience of the community. Between the website downtime, technical delays, and support issues, people's confidence was shaken. Some investors sold their tokens out of frustration. Others stayed, but grew skeptical. What's important now is that the development team seems aware of this and is addressing it head-on. I've seen messages that show a clear internal focus on transparency, communication, and rebuilding reputation. They know that for AFX 3.0 to succeed, they can't just build technology, they need to rebuild trust. And honestly, this might be the perfect timing. With the crypto market showing early signs of recovery and investors searching for strong fundamentals, projects like AFX that are focused on actual utility have a huge opportunity. The ecosystem's AI-driven model, staking, and upcoming partnerships can easily position it as a hybrid between a DeFi token and a tech platform. If the team plays this right, they could bridge both communities, the traders and the builders, under one project. Something else worth noting is the rumor about new corporate partnerships. A few of the leaks mention discussions with fintech companies exploring the possibility of integrating AFX's trading algorithms into their portfolio management tools. Now, none of this is confirmed, but if even one of those collaborations goes live, it could dramatically boost mainstream exposure. Imagine a fintech app powered by AFX's predictive models. That's next-level visibility. At this point, what's fascinating is how the ecosystem is quietly evolving despite the noise. While most projects chase influencer hype or temporary token burns to spike volume, AFX is taking a more measured approach, refining its infrastructure so that when attention does return, everything is ready. The internal roadmap allegedly runs all the way to 2029, suggesting that the team isn't building for next month's bull run. They're building for the next generation of AI-powered finance. When you really think about it, AFX 3.0 represents something rare in the crypto space, a transition from promise to performance. We've heard all the buzzwords before: AI meets blockchain, revolutionary trading tools, but AFX is actually coding it into reality. And the fact that they're keeping the rollout phased and private until it's stable is a sign of maturity, not weakness. In crypto, patience pays, and right now, patient holders might just be positioning themselves for one of the most dramatic comebacks of the year. Let's shift gears and look at the economics behind all this, because a lot of people misunderstand how 3.0 could reshape AFX's tokenomics. The AFX ecosystem isn't just adding new features, it's restructuring how value circulates. Right now, a big part of the challenge has been liquidity fragmentation, separate pools, and inconsistent yield sources. The 3.0 architecture reportedly introduces a unified reward cycle, meaning staking, AI trading, and liquidity provision will all flow through one ecosystem engine. That creates a loop where every user action, whether staking, holding, or trading, feeds back into overall liquidity. It's a sustainable model where participation equals growth. Another huge aspect is the reduction in reward inflation. Under previous models, some tokens overcompensated early holders with high staking rewards that weren't backed by real volume. The new structure fixes that by tying reward output directly to ecosystem activity. So if AI bots are generating profits through predictive trades or liquidity fees, those profits are distributed to stackers. It's no longer just about minting tokens out of thin air, it's about revenue-backed yields. That's a strong signal for long-term stability. Now, let's talk accessibility, because one of the core goals of AFX 3.0 is to simplify entry for new users. We're talking about a revamped dashboard, wallet integration that automatically detects connected exchanges, and one-click staking activation. No more juggling wallets or copying contract addresses. If the leaked UX mockups are real, it looks like AFX will move toward a smoother, app-like experience, closer to Web 2 convenience, but with full Web 3 control. One of the most interesting leaks I've seen refers to an internal testing phase for something called the AI Sentinel Network. This tool is apparently designed to monitor liquidity anomalies and suspicious trading behavior in real time, using AI to detect potential manipulation. Think of it as an early warning system, a bot that protects users from price dumps or flash liquidation events. That level of protection could help AFX stand out from other DeFi ecosystems that struggle with transparency and risk management. And let's not forget about the community. Every strong crypto project has a strong base, and AFX has proven its resilience through every market condition. Despite the setbacks, investors have held their ground, many continuing to stake, discuss updates, and promote the ecosystem. It's easy to overlook that kind of loyalty, but it's often what separates short-lived projects from long-term success stories. The AFX community isn't just holding tokens, they're holding a vision that's now finally starting to come together. Now, about the roadmap itself, the documents floating around hint that the team has structured deliverables all the way up to 2029. That includes progressive AI updates, new liquidity programs, additional CX integrations, and even potential institutional tools. By 2027, the ecosystem aims to launch AFX Enterprise, a commercial API allowing businesses to integrate the AI model into their trading systems. That's a bold move. It's the kind of long-term planning you see from companies that want to transition from crypto project to financial technology brand. This is why many early adopters see AFX as a hybrid between AI innovation and blockchain infrastructure. It's not just a token. It's an evolving ecosystem of products, partnerships, and data-driven intelligence. When you zoom out, the pieces fit together. Staking brings stability, CX listings bring liquidity, AI brings performance, and governance brings trust. Every part plays a role in strengthening the whole. And it's worth saying, a lot of people are looking at today's $0.1247 price and forgetting where this project could be in 2 or 3 years. Crypto cycles move fast, but true utility compounds over time. Once staking relaunches and CX integration opens, the ecosystem could start generating organic volume again. That's when we'll see whether the foundation they're building right now truly holds up under pressure. At this stage, AFX is no longer about speculation. It's about infrastructure. The code is maturing, the roadmap is expanding, and the AI is evolving. Whether you're an investor, a developer, or just a crypto enthusiast watching from the sidelines, it's clear that the next 6 months are going to define what AFX becomes. Will it rise as a blueprint for AI-driven finance? Or will it stay niche and under the radar until the bull run forces everyone to notice? Either way, the groundwork being laid today is shaping that outcome. Let's bring this all together, because the truth about the AFX 3.0 rollout is much bigger than just one update. It's the culmination of years of quiet development, lessons learned, and community endurance. When you trace the history of this ecosystem from its early beta phase to where it is today, you can see a clear pattern. Every setback became a foundation for something stronger. The website downtime led to better infrastructure. The communication gaps led to improved transparency. Even the market dips exposed the holders who truly believed in the long-term vision. And those are the people who will benefit most when the ecosystem fully activates again. So what happens next? Based on all the leaks and insider notes, the upcoming few months look like a domino effect waiting to happen. Once staking officially reopens and the first CX partnership goes live, AFX will finally bridge the gap between decentralized and centralized ecosystems. That's when new liquidity will start flowing in and market algorithms will have enough volume to stabilize trading activity. The AI modules, which are currently in limited testing, will also begin to feed live data into the ecosystem's trading bots, meaning the AFX token will soon be part of a self-sustaining feedback loop driven by real analytics and trading volume. And let's talk numbers for a second. With the token sitting around $0.1247, we're looking at what many analysts would call an accumulation zone. The risk-to-reward ratio here is entirely dependent on how early you recognize the shift from uncertainty to structure. Because once the rollout completes and staking returns, holders are no longer just betting on a token. They're participating in a full financial ecosystem designed for scalability. In other words, when the rest of the market catches up, you don't want to be someone who's still on the sidelines. There's another detail worth mentioning. The AI DeFi Fusion AFX is working toward might just be the next macro trend in crypto. We've seen how NFTs, GameFi, and AI tokens have each dominated cycles in the past. But an actual working ecosystem that merges these technologies with proven DeFi mechanics could lead the next wave of investor attention. AFX could very well be positioned to become a reference point for what AI-driven blockchain infrastructure looks like in practice. That's why the next few updates are critical. The CX listings will bring legitimacy and new buyers. The staking relaunch will reignite holder engagement. The governance system will bring transparency. And the AI trading modules will showcase real-world utility. Piece by piece, every element in this rollout contributes to one larger goal, making AFX one of the few tokens that can survive market shifts by offering something beyond speculation, actual use. And to everyone who's been nervous or skeptical, that's understandable. The crypto world is full of promises that go nowhere. But what makes AFX different is that the team is still here, still building, and still communicating. Even through silence, their actions show focus rather than retreat. They've proven they can adapt, and now they're proving they can evolve. When this 3.0 update goes live, it won't just be a technical event. It'll be a psychological turning point for the community. Holders will finally see the product of their patience. And if the rollout performs as planned, it will mark the beginning of a new growth phase, one that's grounded in functionality, not hype. By 2026, if AFX continues this trajectory, it could easily become one of the standout AI, DeFi hybrids of the decade. So if you're part of this community, stay informed, stay focused, and above all, stay patient. Big things take time, and AFX 3.0 is shaping up to be one of those big things. Keep watching the updates, keep following the ecosystem news, and make sure you're ready when the switch flips. Because from everything we've seen and heard, the next phase isn't just a rollout, it's the rebirth of AFX. And before I end this video, don't forget, if you've enjoyed this breakdown or if you believe in the future of AFX and AI-driven finance, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts below. Your engagement helps push this content to more investors who deserve to know the real story behind AFX. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay sharp, stay hopeful, and I'll see you in the next update.